My name is Ronald Watkins. I graduated from the Excel Center in June, and currently I am working at Coca-Cola as an order builder.
My name is Parsley Griggs. I am an Excel Center graduate of December 15, 2012. What I am doing now is I am a full-time employee at Coca-Cola Bottling Company. My position is an order picker until I can get unionized.
My name is Chelsea Caldwell, and I graduated from the Excel Center in December of 2012. And now I am attending IUPUI as a first semester freshman.
Well, my dad had gotten sick, and he ended up in a coma, and I had to just go see him, and that was so hard, and my thoughts just, weren't right, so I ended up dropping out and helping my mom with the bills and stuff.
Well, I dropped out of high school because I really didn't take it seriously. I found myself as a junior with sophomore credits and basically probably a year behind playing catch up.
I dropped out of high school because I was dancing and things got difficult. I just didn't have time to, and also situations weren't so good at home.
Well, if you don't have a high school diploma, you're kind of at the bottom of the barrel. You have to have the GED, and I just had to take a lot of the lower jobs.
I had a lot of trouble applying for jobs, and I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel good about myself because I didn't graduate from high school. I was looking into getting my GED, but I just realized eventually that I would never be happy with myself if I did that.
What led me to the Excel Center is one of my friends that recently graduated there. He kind of told me about it. He says it's a good program, it's a good school. They work with you through your schedule, and basically they're good people to work with, and you can get out of there with one of the high school diploma.
I heard of the Excel Center through word of mouth, and I just kind of got on the internet and researched it and called in, got some info.
Well, I wanted to better myself, and I knew in order to do that, I'd have to give me more education. And plus, my dad had made my wife promise. She wasn't my wife at the time, but she said, make sure this guy graduates from high school. So she kept her promise, and I was talking to a friend of mine that gave me a card and said, you know anybody who wants to go back to high school? And I looked at it, and it said Shatoya, and she wasn't a director at that time. But I called her, and she said, yeah, we'll meet with you.
A lot of my time for the Excel Center had to be walking across the stage and seeing everybody.
One of the highlights I would have to say was just, I don't know, the teachers were pretty incredible, and I just remember getting my first math test back with an A on it, and I was so excited, and Brandon I don't know, we had this little celebration and everything. That was pretty awesome. I finished up with some of my credits a little bit early before the semester was out, and I was able to take some dual credits through Ivy Tech. So I got my English credit out of the way, so before I even went to college I already had 3 credits.
Well, there's so many, I love you guys. You're like a family. I've been with you guys for over 2 years, so it doesn't feel, it feels kind of funny not being around you. But I believe this 2-year journey, was well worth it. I always knew that I was going somewhere. It got tough, with the bills and stuff, and when you have a family and you're struggling. But some said hang in there, and it paid off. I ended up with a good job at Coke, and my highlight of my experience is the training. At Excel Center, what they do, they not only do show you what to do, but they train you how to do it. So I got my forklift certification. They took me step by step on how to go in the interview, what to say, what not to say.
My plans for the future is to continue pursuing my career as a veterinarian or going into criminal justice. I am taking basic general studies right now until I can transfer to a 4-year university.
I am actually planning on attending Ball State in the fall as a dance major, so that's pretty exciting. I'm going to be moving out to Muncie in a couple of months. And after that, I'm thinking, I would hope to be able to pursue dance more as from a professional standpoint, but I'm also looking into philanthropy type studies, maybe a minor in just helping out with non-for-profits.
Well, I want to go back to college, and I am, but I'm waiting to see if the Excel Center will open up a college. I'm concentrating on work, and I'm going to take some online college credits.
I would say 100% that you should do it. Like, nothing bad has come of it. I had such a great time. I was really nervous about like taking the step and actually going back and, you know, like what it would be like interacting with the students and the faculty and like, you know, just going back to that place in my life. But I made so many friends at the Excel Center that I would have never, you know, like if I didn't, you know, take that step. And I'm really glad that I decided to.
Go for it.
My advice is what you believe is going to happen. And you always have to believe in yourself. And if you come to the Excel Center, it is an environment for encouragement. If I could describe the Excel Center in one word, it would be encouragement.